The quick question widget, besides for being a tongue twister, is also the most powerful widget and the most, I mean, between this and the text widget, but I probably use the quick question widget more because it gives you the opportunity to engage your customers, which is what Facebook Messenger is for. Engage, engage, engage. This is the type of widget where you really want to start thinking about those things we spoke about, like the psychological principles of persuasion, and especially likability and the fog behavior model and all those types of things. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the quick question widget looks like, and we're going to go ahead and add a quick question widget. So it's about asking questions. Every single chatbot, whether it be a drip, a blast, a messenger ad, should always start off with a question, even if the question only allows the user to input one suggested response, right? Yeah, more responses are typically better, let them choose, but even one response is great, and you get another advantage. Once a person interacts with your quick question widget, Facebook will give you their email address in your audience analytics. That's huge. You don't even have to necessarily ask them for the email address. If they interact with your bot, you have that basic information, first name, last name, email address, so it's fantastic. So we're gonna start off by just creating a quick question. Say, hey there, do you like cookies? Okay, and we're gonna save this user. And another thing to remember with quick question widgets, you have to save the user's answer as an attribute. You can't leave it blank. But in this example, this is not something I'm ever gonna reuse if they like cookies or not. So I'm just gonna type in new attribute and I'm gonna call it throwaway, okay? And the input type, you have a few different ways a person you could allow your users to respond to a quick question. And if you click input type, you get those options. Multiple allows you to add one or more suggested options that they will click or tap as a response. Text allows the user to just type something free form as a response to the quick question. Facebook will prompt the user to send you their location. Email, Facebook will prompt the user with their email address associated with their Facebook account to send you their email, and the same thing with phone like we saw in the previous lecture. In this case, I'm going to click multiple, and I'm going to add an answer. You have to add at least one answer. We're just waiting for MobileMonkey to save before I can add my answer. Add an answer, and in answers, there's three basic settings. You could add an image to an answer. So let's say I'm going to add an image of a cookie. I'm going to go find an image of a cookie on Google, if I could spell it right. Images. Let's just save this image here to my desktop. Go back to MobileMonkey, click the image icon, and I could add my little cookie here. And I could add an answer saying, I love cookies. And I could also associate a page. So associating a page means that if they answer this question with this answer, what page do I want to send them to, right? So let's say I click here, and let's just say, for example, remember that image widget default page, that image widget test page we built in the last section? So I could send them to that page. I could send them to the image widget page. And if I add another answer, let's say that says, I hate cookies, with we're gonna do a frowny face emoji. Grab our emoji, and I could search for frown. And I could write, I hate cookies. And I could associate that with a different page. I don't have an actual page I want people to go to here, but I could put them back into, let's say, the text widget page we built. Okay, so now if a person clicks the I love cookies, they're gonna go to the image widget. If they click I hate cookies, they're gonna go to the text widget page, and that should work as we intended to. So we're gonna go ahead and test this page just to see what it looks like. I'm gonna test this page, open Messenger. And over there we see, hey there, do you like cookies? And I have the two options, the one with the image, one without the image. Okay, so we see that it's working as it should be. Now I'm going to add another quick question to show you how you could use quick questions instead of forms. If you want to get a custom attribute that's important to you, you don't necessarily have to use the form widget. So in the quick question widget, I could say something like, in the beginning of let's say it's important for me to get the email address. And in many chatbot funnels, I want to get the user's email address. I want to get them to engage with the bot. So I could say something like, hey there, could you please tap or click your email address just in case we get disconnected. And this actually works really well. And we're going to save the user's attribute as email. I'm going to click new attribute. Input type, I'm going to keep as, I'm going to switch input type to email. I want to be able to test how this works, so I'm going to take away these associated pages. So I'm going to do no page. If I want to not associate a question from my previous widget, from my previous quick question widget with no page, I'm just going to click no page. That way, they'll stay in this funnel. If I associate both of those answers with separate pages, they're going to go to those separate page funnels, and we're not going to see this quick question happen. So anything that you have built in your chatbot below an associated page redirect, the customer is not going to see because they're going to be redirected to that funnel. Unless this exact same quick question lives somewhere else, which it doesn't right now. Right now it's on this page, and we want to keep the users in this page. So now that we have that done, let's go and click test this page, open Messenger. And here we see, hey there, do you like cookies again? And I'm going to say, I love cookies. And now it follows up with the next question. Hi there. Could you please tap or click your email address just in case we get disconnected? And here we have Facebook reads my Facebook profile and offers me just to tap or click my email address, and I could go ahead and tap or click that email address, and then now I, as the marketer who's running this bot, has access to this user's first name, last name, gender, a bunch of these other variables that Facebook comes with when the person engages with your bot, but I also have their email address. So that's a very cool thing to have as well. There's a lot of different things you could do with quick questions, all different sorts of questions you're gonna ask, lots of different creativity. It's a very simple widget, but it's up to you to get creative to figure out really interesting ways to use them to your advantage, and of course to ask for specific things that are important so you can start saving custom variables. Because the more custom variables that are important to your business that you save, the better off your follow-up drip campaigns and chat blasts are going to be, because the better segmented and the better personalized they're going to be as well.